Get everything all set up. All righty. Hi. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Completely and utterly. Well, okay, not completely and utterly, but you know. All right, let me pop out the chat for a minute. And we'll give everybody a chance to come in. Because y'all done, baby? Yeah. Don't forget your phone, your bologna, and your tomato. Okay. All right. Will you put Gracie up and bring her back in? Because she'll just bug me for the rest of the night if you don't. And I still do her before bed, but she still bugs. Okay, where is... I came on a little bit early tonight. Where's my grinder? I came on a little bit. Where the heck's my grinder? Found my goat bell. For the love of Mike. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hidden behind my earphones. Oh, hey, I got all the leaks done. I got all the leaks done. Hey, Susie Q. Whoa, Susie Q. Good evening, everyone. Happy fall weather. Yes, it's still summer, but in Michigan, yeah, it's pretty cool out there. It's pretty cool out there. I'm letting my tea steep here. Hey, Linda, how's Matt? Matt has got a cold, doesn't he? I'll say hi to everybody in a minute when everyone gets in here. Just give me a second to get my stuff together here because I need some pain relief. I really do. I got all 6 trays on my London Sunshine dehydrator on and all full and all 6 trays on my Nesco of leeks. God, it was a good leek harvest this year. I had one that was like almost store-bought size. I'm pretty sure I caught it on camera. But now that's the leeks just about done. They should be dry by tomorrow. And into a half-gallon jar in the pantry. Hopefully I'll be able to cram it all into a half-gallon jar. Who missed watching me? Or watching someone else? And I've heard deer carrots are north of here, so that means they'll be here soon. And apparently, instead of, usually they put apples in mesh bags and carrots in plastic, but apparently the carrots are in mesh bags this year, which I'm grateful for. Otherwise, they end up moldy if you get a warm day, right? Hey, Carolyn. Let me, people still coming in? Yes, people are still coming in. And I'll pop out the participants. If you want me to say hello, oh, my hands are so sore. If you want me to say hello, please say hello in the chat so that I can, when I pop out the participants list, I can say hi back. Somebody, when I was chopping leeks today, somebody reminded me, Bev, save the greens, the best of the greens for broth. I have a 1-gallon bag of leek, like with the tops cut off, just this part of the leeks. I got a whole 1-gallon bag. And with carrots coming, that's going to be some nice broth. Also, when I cut my celery down this year, I didn't take it out by the roots. I just cut it off at the roots, and some is growing. So when I'm ready, when I've peeled and canned and dehydrated all the carrots, and I've got all my leek tops and my carrot peels, of course I wash them before I peel them, in the freezer, I'll go out and I'll pull up all those celery bottoms and cut the roots off, and I'll use them for my broth. So that's why I left them in the ground this year. Oh, look good. Absolutely. Oh, my hands. Sorry, guys. It's going to take me a minute. Oh, I'm feeling every bit of my 59 years old today and then some. Oh, just give me a second here. That's why I came on early. I didn't want to have to rush through our visit today, because I do have my 9 o'clock Little House Live tonight. So I want to be able to give everybody their full hour measure, and I knew I was going to be. Oh, something bit my leg or something. That's a big old truck going down my road. Okay. Okay. Give me a second here, folks. Gotta fix the pain in my hands so I can shuffle cards. I am not going to bring out the animal oracle cards or anything like that tonight. They're too big for my hands today. All right. Let's see. Ooh, the universe has your back. Oh, there's an elastic that just broke. And yeah, you. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to smudge and go behind the fan. And then I'll pop out the participants list and say hi to everybody. Whoa, Susie Q. Whoa, Susie Q. Susie Q, baby, I love you. Susie Q. CCR, I believe. I like the way you walk. Okay. Yes, you can smoke sage. It's actually good for you. It helps break up phlegm and all that stuff. Now, yes, I heard. Oh, gosh. Here we go. I think I'm wearing the wrong color ears here. Oh, these are flipping over and going silver. Yeah, that's better. That's more fitting. Don't fall. There we go. All right. Let me pop out the part. I'm starting to get the wrinkled old lady lips because my teeth are oh, for the love of crikey. Stay there. Oh my God. Help me. Now stay there. Okay. All right. Hello. Aloha. Seashell Surf. Becky, Emerald Skies. Candy. KB Canner. Are you getting sick of that yet? Linda Bop. Give Matt our love and prayers, honey. Lori Lazor McChesney. Mary Fair. Mary Jane Will. Mama Dukes. Penny Jeffress, Rosie Slade, Stacy Robbins, Susie Q, and Trudy W. All right, live chat. How's everybody doing? Give me a second behind the fan. Oh. How's everybody tonight? I never get sick of it. It makes you laugh. Does that do we share the joke, Karen? Do we share the joke or not? KB Canner's name is Karen Black. And anybody my age or older remembers the actress Karen Black, who always played in a lot of horror movies. One of the ones was Trilogy of Terror, where she had like a voodoo doll and she played with the little chain around its waist and it fell apart and it had chased her around the apartment and then inhabited her. And she waited for her mom to come and visit with a butcher knife. Witch in an Oven. Oh, I've never seen that one. Hey, Cat C, how are you, darling? So whenever KB Canner comes on, I go, read, like she's in a horror movie. Trilogy of Terror. Yeah, that's what what scared you, Penny? Shouldn't be afraid. There's little that frightens me anymore, except politics. Politics scare the crap out of me. All right, I got to go turn my bathroom light off. Hey, Nat, I got to visit with my youngest grandbaby today. She'll be here tomorrow for a while. Yellow Bird. Hi, Sherry. Ninja Clan Kathy. Denise Hackett. I didn't see all these names. Okay, you know what? I'm going to kick Gracie's butt. Oh. A brand new cord there. I'm going to kick Gracie's butt because she stole. Oh, it is off. It's my dehydrators I'm hearing. I thought it was the bathroom fan. I thought Howie left it on. Oh, it's Thursday. You know what that means? Tomorrow's Friday. You know, for the longest time, I never had a reason to look forward to Friday other than the fact that Howard was going to be home all weekend. And no, I'm pissed at you. You took my bubble wrap and chewed it up all over the living room. Bad dog. Now I got to frig with the phone again. Come on, over here. Over here. Over here. Get over here. Over here, you dope. Get over here. Now come here. See? Oh, she's a mommy darling. She's a mommy girl. Oh, she's your mommy baby. Yes, she is. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Let me look. Do we have to clean them tonight before bed? Hey? Yes. Watch. Don't get on my skin. Who loves you, baby? That's right. That's right. Oh, okay. Get down, Mommy. I'll give you a treat. Atta girl. Move. Move. Don't want to run over your toes. We broke out the homemade dehydrated liver treats last night. There you go. Now bugger off. So, oh yeah, she's my baby girl. She's my baby girl. That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. So how's everybody doing? What did I do with, there it is. I got so many fans now. Tomorrow is Freaky Friday. Yay. Well, it's Freaky Friday for us, which means patrons and I get together on an unlisted live stream. And we turn on the disco lights and listen to music and just hang out. Like, we've been running about an hour and a half, which is pretty cool. Although I have discovered these fans I got from Amazon don't hold up very well when I'm doing a fan dance. You start flicking them too fast and they go, and they... All right, here we go. Oh, that's a good cup of tea. That's a medicated cup of tea. So let's do a group card, shall we? Now that we're all here, and we still have an hour to go. Whoa, this one just flipped over in my hand as I was about to shuffle again, and there's two of them. Joy. Are you hearing this? Kay's Corner? Joy is the ultimate creator. And my vibes speak louder than my words. And every day in every way, I feel spiritually, mentally, and emotionally better and better every day. And I'm really, really enjoying, pain or not, I'm really enjoying the vibes I've been given by the light. And joy is the ultimate creator. So whenever you're happy, that's the time to create, right? Hey, Ninja Clan Kathy, Minnesota farmer's wife Julie. How are you, darling? Oh God. My goodness. Now, I know that people get a big kick out of the fact that I sleep till, I'm in bed till 11 o'clock every morning. But A, I have insomnia and I rarely get to sleep before midnight. B, I have the bladder of a thimble and I'm up every 3 hours. I sleep like a baby. I'm up every 3 hours. And once I'm up, I work a 10-hour day. I go from 11 in the morning till 11 at night with 2 hours off at night to have supper and watch some TV with Howie. We watched a movie last night, which was kind of, oh, you want to be heard, don't you? Which was kind of cool. It was called Into the Forest. And what's her face? She's now a him. But it was actually a kind of really cool movie. It was like, what happens when the power fails? Right? It was pretty realistic. It wasn't like any Walking Dead or anything, but it was pretty realistic. Now, this card that just flipped it out, I don't know who needs to hear this. Now listen, children, do you hear the midnight ride of Paul Revere? No. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking. Don't mean right and left. We mean correct, right? And the energy of love. So let me repeat that. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. And that's just confirming what I've been working on for the last few years. Elliot Page. Yeah, what was her name? Ellen Page? So now she's an Elliot. Yeah, Ellen Page. She was in it before, she became Elliot. So, hi, Frida. How are you? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It actually, it's on Amazon Prime. It's called Into the Forest. And what's really cool is it covers like every political thing you can think of right now, except the he-she thing, right? Except the gender ideology. But everything else, you know, in politics and stuff is in there. It's really cool. She was in the Umbrella Academy. Yeah. Yeah. She's been in a few things. But now, you know, she takes testosterone and probably has had a mastectomy. She had beautiful little breasts too. I mean, I'm just saying that as a woman who wished I could have boobs that nice, right? And you know, go with God, Elliot. Go with God, Elliot. So, yeah, I haven't got any more Gracie videos yet, but I have a few little short ones that I might stitch together and put as a video. So I went out today and I found a good way to do leeks. See, I have a really hard time standing for a great length of time in the garden. So I happen to pick stuff and just bring it in and then I clean it inside. It's a movie called Into the Forest or Into the Woods. I think it's Into the Forest. I think it's kind of like, it's almost like they're copying Into the Wild, but it's not because they don't. I'm not going to tell you. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. All I know is the first thing I would have done was repair that roof. That's all I'm saying. So, but I went out in the garden today, took my Costco bag. No, I haven't seen Yoshi in a bit. Took my big Costco bag out and my scissors. And I had a beautiful harvest of leeks. And you know how when they go from solid into like a little V, a little fan of leaves? I cut all the tops off them and threw them into the ravine, like threw them into the compost pile, which is the ravine. And ouch. And I just cut the most of the roots off that was holding the thing, and I threw them in the Costco bag. And then I came in, and I put them in my big stock pot. And I'm telling you, I've been at it since 3 o'clock, 3:15 today. I sat down, and I stopped long enough to cook some pork chops, and I used one of my cans of potatoes that where they were discolored, and they're fine. I rinsed them and I fried them with a pint of sliced canned parsnips and a double handful of shredded leeks or chopped leeks. Oh, it's so good. So good. Oh my gosh, I still have editing to do tonight too. So what's up, peeps? What's new in everybody's life? I'm so grateful I got that done. I'm so grateful I got that done because tomorrow, I don't think I'm doing anything tomorrow except like cleaning up the kitchen and finishing the I keep wanting to say zucchini, the leeks video. Ow. Behind my knee is really sore. It's like the skin is cracked. Here, but not typing much. Rubbed Voltaren on my hands. They're hurting bad. Oh, baby. I know the feeling. I have rheumatoid arthritis in here, right? And it's starting to spread, but I've been keeping it well maintained for years and years. I was diagnosed when Briar was only 9 months old, and he's 30. So I mean, one of the secrets is don't ignore the pain, but work within the pain. You don't want to stop or you'll seize up, right? Absolutely, Carolyn. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Doing good today. This week has been a rough one. I've been feeling heavy and dark, trying to bring myself out of it. Do some imagery work. Okay. You know, lay in bed, lay on your back, open your hands and your arms, and do some deep breathing and start imagining a visible connection between you and your faith. Mine looks like a sparkly, effervescent, opaque pastel umbilical cord. But it doesn't just go up, it goes down too. It goes up to the cosmos and down into the earth. And sometimes I just look at it and I watch life go up and down, right? And little sparkles that I imagine are souls and stuff. And if I get in a really good place, I wrap myself around it like Jack and the Beanstalk, and I try and melt myself into it. This is all really peaceful, positive imagery for me. And if you can't find the positive imagery, try positive words. Okay? I hear you, Frida. I hear you. Make my living typing. Well, I started to write a letter to my best friend today. And that's as far as I got because my hands are just... Remember me talking about Josie? She used to own the black sheep before it was the black sheep in Wakefield. And she gave me this. It's an antique, all right, too. So I was playing with Bubba on FaceTime today, and he's like, gets real proud, and he stands. He took 3 steps yesterday, and he took 1 for me today. But he stands up, and then he does this. He shakes his hands like this as if he's dancing, but it's just his hands because he doesn't want to move his little body. And then I start singing, and he bounces a couple of times before he falls on his bum. It's very cute. Carolyn chose number 3. Well, you chose the universe has your back. So this is for Carolyn Benjamin, right? Whoa, holy smokes. Flipping and flopping all over the place. Okay, you got 3, Carolyn. The first one is, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe, right? Or you can say, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith, right? And you know how I say every day in every way, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I get better and better. That's a direct reflection of my faith, right? Yeah, he's not even 9 months old until next week. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Remember how we talk about responding through love? Like if you get attacked or somebody tries to, you think of the most loving way to deal with that. So attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So if you have someone, I'm getting, Carolyn, that someone's pulling away from you, and it's an opinion. It's not just an opinion. It's a parting of ideals, I think. And you're feeling attacked about it. Or maybe they're feeling attacked at your clarity, because nothing freaks somebody out more than somebody who can see right through their bullshit, right? So These are calls for help. Whatever's going on is calls for help. And this one's upside down. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. But this is upside down. Because you're feeling that whatever this is disrupting your peace, right? We seem to think of peace as rest, but peace is actually a fourfold thing. It is threefold. Mental, emotional, and spiritual moment of levelness with the universe, right? So you're feeling that whatever's coming at you is disrupting your stream of love, is disrupting your or not supporting your dreams. But that's not true. That only happens if you allow this to disrupt your peace. Okay? I've worked way too hard for my peace to let anything disrupt it. And again, your happiness is a direct reflection of the level of your faith in your faith. Okay? So use your faith. Remember that they're calling for help. And they're only going to disrupt your contentment if you allow them to. Okay? I have no idea if that means anything to you or all. I love to hear you talk about your grandson. You can tell how much, oh my God, they're coming for Thanksgiving. October 9th is Thanksgiving here in Canada. Woo. Hey, Allison. Oh, well, thank you, darling. You know, don't look at me like I'm the one helping. You guys help me more than I help you. Right? Because there's thousands of you out there. And I feel your love. It uplifts me every day. Right? I'm just one person. I'm just one person doing the best I can with what I have and sharing what I learn as I go, right? What kind of reading? What do you mean by that? It makes sense, Carolyn? Good. Good. These are oracle cards. I don't do tarot cards, but even if I did, I would still use the tarot cards the way I use these. I am an intuitive reader. I don't follow the books. I started to when I first got back into this. I started following the books, but it was like clunky. It felt clunky, as if I was reading it and not understanding it. So I didn't throw them away. They're there, but I mean, I just kind of set aside the books and got right with the center of the cosmos, and they just kind of seem to work for me. We are family. Don't type if you don't have to, Frida. We know you're there. Just put a little heart or something every once in a while. With the, okay, I was curious. Right. So that hit home with me. Not sure whose reading it was, but man, it was on it. Well, you know what? I could have been picking up on your energy too. Let's face it. A lot of us are in that position where we can't talk about politics with our family, or we can't talk about faith with our family, or we can't talk about decisions with, medical decisions with our family, because we've been driven apart in many ways. We can't talk about the difference between environment and climate without getting in an argument. So there's a lot of things where we have moved forward and other people have, or not moved forward. We've just kind of done this, right? So I find it much easier and much more loving to just focus on the things that we can share in contentment, because trying to argue or trying to even sometimes trying to get somebody to listen to your point of view, because they're like, no, you can't even go there with some people, right? And so, why try and force something down somebody's throat when we don't want something shoved down ours either, right? So you have to agree to disagree and focus on the good things you still have between you, right? Yeah, well, that's the only way I can do it. I have other tools other than cards. They're more dramatic. I have a crystal ball. I have yes and no rods. I have a pendulum. So I have all these things that it's all the same thing. It's interpreting the energy that I am picking up. Period. Full stop. A lot of Dr. Berg's videos are being removed. Who's Dr. Berg? Hey, Linda. How are you, darling? Kadeen! It's got to be Kadeen. Hi, Jane. Aloha. YouTube has lost it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Right? That's why I have to work on I'm going to be moving a lot of my content from Our Half Acre Homestead. I'm slowly the stuff that's the older stuff, right? And I'm going to re-upload them on Wolfie's Old Homestead on Rumble. And because, you know, it is what it is, right? Have to go soak in a warm Epsom bath. My bones hurt. Much love. Okay, sweetheart. And remember your positive imagery and prayer. Ground and center. You're in salt water. You're in basically seawater. It's never going to be a better time unless your feet are buried in dirt to connect with all the elements. Light a candle too while you're in there. Like go soak, light a candle, put some music on, burn some incense or something, right? I miss being able to have a bath. Because when we lived in Elmer, we had this great big, well, not big, but it was a deep jet tub. And man, oh man, well, I'd get in that thing and I'd put music on and I'd light some candles and I'd get some incense burning and I would just soak in that jet tub with Epsom salts. Oh, I miss that so much. So always appreciate, always appreciate that you can get in and out of a tub. Soak for me too, okay? Hi, Jill V. Well, that is what has happened in Canada is happening here in Kansas. Starting next month, our local Walmart is lagging off most checkers and going to self-checkout. Well, that's actually turning around in places like Ottawa, in Ontario. They were losing too much money. Because people will, people will go up, they'll scan all their stuff, they'll bag it themselves, and then they want somebody, then they have somebody at the door, like at Costco, wanting to check your receipt. No. Right? No. I shopped for it. I scanned it. I bagged it. Here's my receipt. Bye-bye. You're not going to stop me after making me do it all myself. You're not stopping me at the door to check my purchases. Nuh-uh. Right? So they're actually losing money because some people aren't scanning everything. Or it's easy, to forget something in your cart or not see something under your purse or whatever and just walk out of the store with it. So, but since we got our hot tub, I haven't had a bath. I go out and say, I get a hot tub. Hot tub. I want to get a hot tub that runs on salt water. Because I found out that chlorine soaks into your skin is an organ, right? And they're saying now that chlorine in the water soaks into your skin. Hey, Corey C. But our tub now is not very deep at all because the tub here, we had to replace it with a more shallow tub so that I could lift my legs over the side because my knees are so bad to take a shower. So I haven't had a hot bath. Well, the last couple of times I got stuck in the tub. Couldn't, I got all excited about all the handrails and the handicap bathrooms in a hotel. and then found out. Like the one time we were driving home from Arizona with Mom and Briar, and we get into our hotel room, and I am just, and Howie said, "Hey," it was one of them anyway. He said, "Hey, come here," and there's a triangular tub with handrails and everything, but the handrails aren't where I need them. I thought, yeah, I can do that, get in there. And then it took Howie 15 minutes to get me out. Right? And we were laughing and giggling because I kept sliding over the side back into the tub. And we come out of the bathroom and Mom looks at us like, you could tell she thought we were having sex or something in there, right? And I said, "No, Mom, it took 15 minutes to get me out of the tub." And she started laughing. But the last time I had a bath was in Ohio, in the inn where we were staying. And again, it had rails, but I couldn't get out. And poor Howie stood on I managed, to turn sideways in the tub and get my legs over, like my calves over. And then Howie stood on the side, on the side of the tub and grabbed my hands and leaned back with all his might. He still couldn't get me out of the tub. And so we stop and we're panting and we're thinking, and he goes, "We could call the fire department." I said, "Oh, no, you are not." He said, "We could call John." And I went, "Oh, no, you're not." Because John, it wouldn't have mattered to John. He wouldn't have given a shit if I was naked or not. He would have just helped get me out of the tub. But that was it. That was it. So I managed to get laying down in the tub, and I got one leg over, and Howie grabbed me on the opposite hip and pulled, and I went onto the bathroom floor. My niece in Florida has a saltwater pool. Oh, I know. People are always putting the barcode on a Kool-Aid packet over the barcode of the items they were scanning. Well, I wouldn't even have thought of that, right? So, but I know most of them are like, scan your item and put it in the bag. Well, I'm telling you, a radio weighs more than a packet of Kool-Aid, right? But they're losing money, so they're putting cashiers back on. At least they are in Ottawa. That's what I heard. And I went to the Walmart in Gatineau just to see, but no. Gatineau is always the first one to adopt all this ideology stuff, right? We used to take my mother-in-law with us on vacays. Well, I wish we still could, right? I would love to go to Florida this winter. I would love to go to Florida this winter. But the motorhome is going to be getting some new flooring and stuff like that this winter. And hi, Grammy Karen. How's it going? Night, Candy. Chlorine pools are banned in Europe for a long time now. You can use certain enzymes in a hot tub instead of chlorine to keep it clean, but I don't remember which ones. I would like to get a saltwater pool. Like, I would like my pool to be a saltwater pool, because that's basically Epsom salts, right? But when we were in Florida, in Homestead, Florida, we went to visit my cousin Dee Dee and her husband Kevin. They were closer to Miami and we were closer to the Keys, right? We were halfway between Miami and the Keys. And God, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? And we went down to the beach, and you all know the story how I almost drowned, right? Could you fly? No. Who knows what the winter's going to bring? All right. I'm already seeing people, doing this, right? Good night, Frida. Are you leaving? The checkouts that are present aren't even like before. They're slow and poor baggers. Exactly. I went to Walmart in a couple of places in Ontario And they had one checkout open, and the person, there was 3 of us in line, and the person just stood there talking to a coworker. Just stood there talking to a coworker, as if they, and you would think they were talking about work, but no, it was like, when do you get off for lunch, and where are you going Friday night, and all that crap, right? Love my garden tub. You have a garden tub, like a like a like a hot tub in the garden? How exactly is Nan related to you, Bev? She's Howard's mother. She's Howard's mother. My mother passed away when I was 9. So when I call her mom, when I say mom, I'm talking about Howie's mom. Unless I say my mom, right? She is Howard's mother. Me too. Pick us up on your way through Michigan. I don't think we'd be going that way. We'd go through New York, probably. I don't know. I can't remember. All I know is I slept until damn near, last time we went was on Christmas Day, and we were in the States by Boxing Day, or in Florida by Boxing Day. She's pretty frail, Rosie. She's pretty frail. She just turned 85. And so, you know, it is what it is. She wanted to come up and see Howie race, but they never called us to set a date or anything. So I'm actually considering having them up for Thanksgiving. I would give them our bedroom, which has 2 beds in it, my bed and Howie's bed. I'd give that to them, her and Karen. Arthur and Mel could have the king-size bed downstairs. Briar could have the double bed downstairs. And Howie and I'd sleep in the coach. So I will, Rosie. I will. But, you know, I'm not holding my breath that this is even going to happen, because it's September, isn't it? And all kinds of stuff are being, ooh, there's new stuff coming out on the wind. You know, they're good, you know. No. Hi, Kay. Hi, Kay. Hey, Rebecca. How's it going? So my shoulders and neck hurt now, and I'm pretty sure that's from chopping. But well, we won't be going anytime soon. We won't be going anytime soon. A lot of things have to change in the world. A lot of things have to change in the world before I will step foot out of my country. And a lot of things have to change in my country or I'll leave. So a couple of weeks ago, and my shingles, which were almost healed, came back. Oh, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. It's the new cold and flu. They've just, you know, supersized it for everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Wuhan. I'm not going to say any more than that. So, but thank you, whoever it was, for reminding me to cut off. When I cut off the leek tops, I save them. I have a 1 gallon bag of leek tops in my freezer. My little freezer in the pantry is full, by the way. And it's not going to be full for long, because I'm going to be taking out celery and zucchini to stew down and can. But I don't know if I told you this. I cut my celery off. I didn't pull the roots out this year. I just cut them off this high above the roots. And some of it's coming back. But when I'm ready to make my broth, then I'll go harvest it out of the garden. But I have to wait for the carrots, because carrots are coming. The carrots are coming. The carrots are coming. Yeah, shingles is really, really horrible. It was like a cold, not a biggie for me. The shingles are 1,000 times worse, and I don't even have them severely. Just upper itchy, no pain. Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. They can create, open lesions on your skin. It's just, I hope you get over it soon. Bump up your, start eating your vitamin C. And remember, use your pink Himalayan salt for your bones. But, my gosh, I think tomorrow I'm just going to putter. I'm going to sweep up and I might start emptying my dresser. I don't know if I want to go that far yet. One man had shingles on his ear that literally lowered the ear to almost his shoulder. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, oh, there goes my screen. Oh, my shoulders and the back of my upper thing hurts. But I am drinking my tea and going behind the fan. Has anybody heard the remix of Rich Men North of Richmond? There's a young guy who goes in between with rap. Beautiful job he did. Beautiful job. Really? Morgellons? Huh. You're freeze drying tomorrow. Hi, Stacy. I wish I had a freeze dryer, but I can't. I would rather spend $5,000 on a wood burning cook stove than on a freeze dryer. Seriously. Posted it. Oh yeah, that was a great one, eh? So life is, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the carrots. They're north of here, and payday's not until next Friday. So when Howie gets paid, I really hope they're already down here. But if not, on Saturday, I will drive to Gracefield and get deer carrots. What guy canceled this show? Morgellons, well, like fibromyalgia, Morgellons, the last time I looked it up, it was a psychological illness. That's what they used to say. They used to call us hypochondriacs, us people with fibro. Morgellons is where people have the feeling of bugs crawling on them, itchy, but it's like a nerve itch. There's nothing there. And sometimes they'll pull microscopic fibers out of their skin. And it can make wearing clothing very painful. Joni Mitchell is said to have Morgellons. She had a stroke not long ago. I don't think she's gonna be around much more, but well, they're coming out. Everything's just late this year, but they're out north of us. They're out like 15 miles north of us, so they should be here soon. But it is related to the chickenpox virus. But what I personally think Morgellons is if you look at all of our foods and how they are full of things that are one molecule away from plastic, they're full of all these different kind of chemical preservatives and flavor enhancers and all those things. Now, if you think about this is just my opinion. If you think about this, you read the back of a can of Coca-Cola and it says, if you look it up, it says, oh, a can of Coca-Cola is, safe. This can of Coca-Cola is safe for ingesting, right? And, there shouldn't be any side effects. But that amount of whatever's in, say, I'm not saying it's Coca-Cola, any can of processed food or the junkier the food or drink, the higher the chemical content. Now, they say, you know, in a can of whatever, this is the safe amount of chemicals per serving in this can, right? That's only safe if everything else you eat and drink is organic. But you start piling chemically laden processed food on top of chemically laden processed food, your body is overburdened with chemicals, and some of them will bind to each other. I remember seeing on Dr. Oz, back when he first came out, a woman came on and they didn't even have a name for it then. And she said, my skin is constantly itchy. I feel like I've got to scrub it with a brush. And she said, and I'm pulling little fibers out of my skin, and they were microscopic. They're thinner than her arm hairs. And she would pull it out, and there would be, you know, a little blue strand of plastic, or a little, because your body, your liver, if you don't filter what you put in your body becomes the filter, right? Your liver, your kidneys, they become the filter. Your skin is an organ. A lot of people don't think about that, but your skin is an organ, right? So what happens when your body becomes overrun with free radicals and toxic things, toxic levels of stuff in our food, because we eat more processed food than we're supposed to, right? Then your body has to get rid of it somehow, and it can't get rid of the chemicals fast enough. So it starts binding stuff and shoving it out your skin. That makes sense to me. That's what I think. But do your research more. When I watched this Dr. Oz, and the woman was showing all this stuff, and he said, really? And she said, yeah, it just it feels like my skin's always itching. It makes clothing. It feels like you're wearing, it feels like you have rolled in fiberglass insulation sometimes. That's what it can feel like. Ugh, just the thought of it. And Dr. Oz was like, wow, I have no idea what this is. Nobody knew what it was, right? But I went, I know what that is. That's your body trying to get rid of the crap we're putting into it, right? Okie dokie. Hey, crazy but not dangerous. Have you tried honey nut squash? I've never heard of it. What? FYI? Here. Oh, man. I didn't even, I typed that, but I wasn't typing it. Hang on. Did you read that? Ah, okay. That's happened. So I'm going to remove that comment. Just don't want to give anything any ideas, right? Anyway, I have to get ready for, I know, but what about the world right now is rational, FYI. Think about this. Think about all the things that are going on in the world right now. Fires that don't make sense, that don't smell like wood smoke. Fires that they don't know how started. People, you know what I mean? Think of Lahaina. Think of the fires that ravaged across Canada when they shouldn't have been. They were 6 weeks early. And all of these things. Think about the ideologies that are going on in the world today. everybody, the world right now is not very rational. Common sense is not so common, right? Now it's time. It looks like butternut squash, only smaller. Ooh, I might have to try those. Anyway, remember, we have the seed exchange coming up next month. We're gonna announce it next month, and I'm gonna give everybody their time limit when, if they want to, join in and participate. Everyone, I'm worn out and heading to bed. Okay, Chrissy, you take care, sweetheart. The fibers are actually so you can pull them out and they keep growing inside you. There's only two things that can kill the nest inside the body and stop them from multiplying. And what are those two things, Empress? See, I didn't read that out loud, eh? And with a good reason. Hey, Catsy. Did I say hello to you earlier? Did I miss saying hello to anybody tonight? Yeah. All right. Listen, guys. Take care. God bless. And remember, patrons, tomorrow is Friday. Tweedle-at, tweedle-at, tweedle-dee. I'll be happy as can be. And one of these days, I'm gonna actually look up because she goes, Jim and you make my heart go clickety clack. So I want to read what she's actually saying there, because I can never get it straight. All right. Now we come to the time of our spiritual nourishment. If you don't want to join us, that's perfectly all right. There's no judgment if you leave. Not everybody is following the same journey or the same path. But in this case, in our case, we drop the walls or the things in religion that keep us apart. And we stretch our hearts and our hands across the internet. And we connect in the divine light of God's love. That's the one thing we can all agree on, correct? Hey, Angela. I will be calling you after this, Angie, on Messenger, okay? So for all those who care to, please help me close with some spiritual nourishment, all right? Let's do some deep breathing. Breathe in. See the pure, fresh, clean air going in. And then push out anything that may have been, clinging to you from negative things going on in the week, or negative things you've had to experience or see. Okay. So breathe in peace, breathe out chaos, breathe in love, breathe out fear. Okay. Breathe in light, breathe out the gunk. All right. So hi, Tigger bouncing. Push it out. Breathe in light and love and breathe out fear. Hey, God, creator and source of all, how's it going? Thank you. I got to say thank you, God, because, between the zucchini and the leeks today and the tomatoes that I'm preciously gathering, I thank you, God, for all of the time and the energy you have given me to get the things done that I need to get done, and bathing me in love and feeling of accomplishment. I am grateful for that. Thank you for bringing us here together, God, where we set all things aside and meet in the light of your love. There's a lot of things, God, that are keeping people from being able to focus on their path of peace and contentment. And because there's just so much noise, so much chaos going on in the world. There's people that have been rejected and neglected. Some people are addicted. Some people are alone, or suffering dementia, and every day is a really horrific beginning because they forget things, remember things. There's all kinds of people in the world, God, that are just trying to cope and still find your light. So God, please, we lift all of those people up to you that are having a hard time finding the light of your divine love, and may you pour that light of divine love down over them. And as we stretch out our hearts and our hands across the world, God, and across the cosmos, may you fill us with the divine light of your love so that we glow. Fill us so full that we glow, and we walk every day in the example of your love, shedding light as we go. Because, God, we all know the best teacher is example, right? Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for the love that I feel daily coming from you and all my friends here on the internet and all my friends across the world. Thank you, God. It uplifts me every day. So thank you for lifting us up together. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Miigwech. Blessed be. Walk in the shining light of God's love, whatever language you use. Love is always the best accepted. And as long as we are using the language of love in our thoughts and our hearts and our actions, especially with the people that try and make us negative, then we are on the right path. Take care. God bless.